Hey, what's going on, Rich? Thank you for your time, and I will keep it brief. So, since we've last talked, I've read Rollo's second book, Preventative Medicine, which is fucking mind blowing, and also rereading your book for the fourth time. That being said, I am practicing spinning plates, and I'm house sitting for a friend's place. Getting to the point, I met this girl. She was hot. She was on the lawn. I got her information, and then I set up a date on the spot, and she kind of alluded to wanting to put me in the friend zone. But on the date, she was very touchy with me. There were indicators of interest, playing with her hair. We went to several places. At the end of the date, there was touching, right? Like I was in her space. And then I went to kiss her, and she's like, no, I don't want to do that. But then she said, I'd like to hang out with you again. Am I being put in the beta, or is she saying
The
no,
medium's
not
a
yet?
message, dude.
Yeah.
The medium's a message. I mean, if you look like Giga Chad Thundercock, she would have jumped your bones on the first date if you made a move.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Women that start making rules for men, and I like you, I'd like to see you again, sort of thing. I'm not ready for that. I have an 8-rule date. I have a bit in my book about the girl with the 8-rule date who 15 minutes into the date, and a few sips into the drink, was telling me she doesn't bang anybody until 8 dates. And
Yes.
then 15 minutes into it, after talking to her, she wanted to take me to the bathroom so I could have my way with her. Right. So you got to understand that you've got to pay attention to the medium. Right.
Yeah,
Women are going to shit test you. And if you're not down with it, then you just have to be firm. Be like, hey, look, I already got plenty of friends. I'm not looking for any more. I dig your vibe. If you want to hang out again, I want you to come over. We're going to do this, that, and the other thing. Right. And you kind of work up to, the escalation. You should definitely always early on, or as early on, express your sexual interest in a woman. Alan Roger Curry has a great book called Mode 1. It's linked to my Amazon bookstore. Have you read it?
No, I'd like to. I've heard you reference that several times.
He's basically talking about how you don't dance around the subject. Like, if you have a genuine interest in her and you want to be intimate with her, let her know. Right? It's not something that you want to leave, to the 6th or 7th date, or comes up as a surprise at some point. So you can start to express interest in what you're looking from her early on. But that's a good read too, if you want to check that one out.
Yeah. And I will say real quick, Rich, when I approached her and we were chatting, I did let her know that, I thought she was smoking hot, and I said it with, as centered as I could have been. And on the date, and that's the reason why I'm bringing it up, only because there was touching and there was back and forth. Like, I had my hands on her waist, and we were talking about a lot of different topics, and we went to two different locations.
Don't overly communicate your level of attraction in a chick very early on, right?
I see. Okay.
Like, you want to hold that back a bit. That's like one of the things that, after you've been seeing her for a while, and you see her walking away from the bed wearing nothing, shaking her hips in that way that you like. That's kind of after that's like when you whisper those thoughts, after she's falling head over heels for you, sort of thing. She'll do anything for you. She makes your bed in the morning before she leaves, all that good stuff, right? That's when you drop stuff like that.
Okay. So then the question is, what do you do to make sure you don't, that like you just talked about, you're referring to that book, I'm guessing clarifies this on a deeper level, but what would you do in that particular case? Would you just say, listen, I'm not interested in being friends?
Basically, yeah. I've already got lots of friends. If that's what you're looking for, then that's cool. I'm busy on Thursday night. I got something else going on. That's it.
Cool.
Let the hamster caffeinate in her head. If she wants to come back to you or says, well, hold on a sec, Devin, I still want to see you. I'm definitely interested in you. Well, we're going to be escalating next time. You're coming over and you're going to wear that little black dress that I saw you in that picture in.
Yeah. That's that. Right? And there you go. That's strong frame. Yeah.
And you flip it around. That's strong frame. Now, she might protest. She might say no. She might say, that's not how she sees you. All right, cool. Just drop her off and, be on your way. This is next. That's what a high value man's going to do, because he's got options.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And okay. And I guess I was just under the thinking of let me play the game here, because it's I'm getting her on the date. I'm getting some positive feedback, and I'm thinking, oh, is it a no, not yet? But I see what you're saying. I guess you're trying to push me, correct me if I'm wrong, to the mindset of don't waste your time. If it's not, if you cannot
negotiate genuine burning desire. Moff just dropped in there. Genuine desire, my friend. You can't negotiate it, right?
Got it.
It's either there or it's not there. I mean, there's things that you can do to signal higher value when you're dating, when you're communicating. Like, there's things that you can do which will caffeinate the hamster in her brain. I talk about some of those things in my book. Rollo covers it in his as well, from a deeper angle, from some different angles as well too. But yeah, but at the end of the day, you can't negotiate her having genuine burning desire for you. Like, you want her to be like, that's when you get the best sex of your lifetime, when a chick has genuine burning desire for you. That's when, she'll do kind things for you and bring gifts and, surprise you with blah, 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 and that sort of stuff, when she's got genuine burning desire. So why even bother investing any of your time, resources, or effort into women that have low interest in you? A better use of your time, if all you're finding is women with low interest and they're trying to friend zone you, is to level yourself up so that you become higher value, so that you're the one that's more spoiled for choice, right? So,
right.
In my book, I talk about guys taking an accurate assessment of their own sexual marketplace value and deciding whether or not it's a good use of their time to date or to increase their value. Like, that's one of the things that you've got to consider too.
Yep. Okay. And I guess
right.
for me, right. Thank you.
All right, Dev. See you, man.